Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Majesty the Sultan, in two phone calls with the Turkish President and the German Chancellor, discusses latest developments related to Israeli aggression against the Islamic Republic of Iran and ways to de-escalate and reduce tensions. The foreign minister stresses on the importance of intensifying diplomatic and political pressure to halt the aggression and restore security and stability in the region. And Iran launches a new wave of missiles and drones targeting Tel Aviv, Haifa, and Tamra in Israel, with international calls for restraint and de-escalation. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq received a phone call today from His Excellency President Recep Tayyip Erdogan of the Republic of Turkey. Discussions during the phone call focused on the latest developments regarding the Israeli aggression against the Islamic Republic of Iran and its concerning repercussions in the region. The two sides also exchanged views on ways to de-escalate tensions and reduce hostilities in a manner that safeguards the security and stability of nations while protecting the interests of their people. The two sides emphasized the importance of prioritizing dialogue and diplomacy, returning to the negotiation table, and adhering to the principles of international law as the optimal path to resolving conflicts and preventing the escalation of crisis in the region. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq also received a phone call today from His Excellency Friedrich Merz, Chancellor of Germany. The call addressed the current regional situation and its ongoing conflicts and tensions. Both sides stressed the importance of intensifying international efforts to solidify de-escalation and avoid the risk of further confrontation in a bid to restore regional and international security and stability. The German Chancellor expressed deep appreciation for Oman's balanced approach and wise policy in advocating peace efforts and promoting dialogue. He commended Oman's constructive role in bridging perspectives between parties, reinforcing principles of cooperation, serving mutual interests among nations, and enhancing opportunities for a dignified life for people around the world. His Majesty the Sultan valued the efforts of the German government in supporting international security and its commitment to fostering mutual understanding and cooperation based on respect and shared interests. Within the framework of ongoing consultations and communication between His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad Al Busaidi, Foreign Minister, and a number of his counterparts regarding the brutal Israeli military aggression against the Islamic Republic of Iran, His Excellency emphasized the critical importance of intensifying global diplomatic and political pressure to stop this unlawful and irresponsible act of aggression. He called for the strict application of international law to restore security, stability, and peace in the region. In a related context, His Excellency reiterated the Foreign Ministry's ongoing efforts around the clock to facilitate the departure of Omani citizens wishing to return to their homeland. He noted that the ministry has allocated direct contact numbers in Muscat and Tehran based on geographical distribution of citizens, in addition to the possibility of communicating via the Foreign Ministry's app or WhatsApp. His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad Al Busaidi, Foreign Minister, received today His Excellency Dr. Johann David Weyrefol, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Federal Republic of Germany. During the meeting, the two sides reviewed the existing friendly relations between the two countries and ways to enhance cooperation and economic partnership, particularly in the field of renewable energy. On the political level, the two sides exchanged views on the serious tensions currently witnessed in the region as a result of the Israeli military aggression against the Islamic Republic of Iran. The two ministers discussed developments in the negotiations aimed at a ceasefire in Gaza Strip, the latest developments in the Yemeni crisis, and ways to contain conflicts and crisis through dialogue and peaceful means. The two sides emphasized the impossibility of achieving security and stability through the use of violence and imposing solutions by military force. They as well emphasized that the only way to achieve a just and lasting peace is through political negotiations, diplomatic channels, and adherence to justice and the law, as well as respect for the sovereignty of states. Israel continued its attacks on various areas in Iran, including Mehrabad Airport west of the capital Tehran and strategic sites in Shiraz and Isfahan regions. The Israeli military announced that it had bombed two Iranian dual-use fuel sites used to support military and nuclear operations. Iran launched a new wave of missiles and drones last night, targeting Tel Aviv, Haifa, and Tamra in Israel. Air raid sirens sounded throughout Israel, and a video footage showed columns of smoke rising following the Iranian missile attack. Iranian media reported that Iranian missiles struck military targets in Israel and targeted a strategic facility near Haifa. Twelve Palestinians were martyred and others wounded by Israeli fire while waiting for food aid in various parts of Gaza Strip. The Ministry of Health in Gaza warned that repeated threats of evacuation and the ongoing of shelling of hospital surroundings threatens to put the remaining medical facilities out of service, given the sharp deterioration in the health situation. The United Nations estimates that less than 30% of hospitals are still providing partial service at a time when the population is suffering from deteriorating health conditions with the spread of disease and sharp decline in maternal and child care services. Russia announced that its air defenses shot down 6 Ukrainian drones overnight, most of them over the border region of Belgorod. The Russian Ministry of Defense clarified in a statement that air defense systems destroyed 5 drones over the border region of Belgorod and 1 over the Aryol region. It is worth mentioning that since February 24, 2022, Russia and Ukraine have been exchanging almost daily reports confirming that each side has repelled attacks from the other. A security media program was opened today at Sultan Qaboos Academy for Police Sciences. The program aims to enhance media skills of Royal Oman Police senior officials. It also reflects ROP's tireless efforts to uplift the security effectiveness of its affiliates. The program is held in cooperation with Sultan Qaboos University in order to highlight the latest updates on security media. The program includes a number of pillars like policies regulating media work in the Sultanate of Oman, the importance of security media, and mechanisms of dealing with various media means in Oman. The opening ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Sheikh Al-Fadl bin Mohammed Al-Harthi, Secretary General of the Council of Ministers. The Oman's Human Rights Commission has launched workshops to assess the country's human rights landscape as part of a national strategy set for completion on December 10th, International Human Rights Day. The program, inaugurated under the patronage of His Excellency Dr. Abdullah bin Mohammed Al-Saidi, Minister of Justice and Legal Affairs, aims to identify key legal and procedural gaps and set measurable goals across various rights sectors. More details in the following report.
In a move aimed at shaping a national strategic document grounded in a thorough understanding of the human rights landscape in the Sultanate of Oman, the Oman Human Rights Commission has launched a series of workshops to assess the current status of human rights in the country.
This 3 weeks of workshops are going to focus on this analysis in collaboration of the different government, private and non-profit organizations in the country. And this is also going to be going to involve the analysis of the current laws, the state law, the laws within our government systems, and also the goals or the laws that govern the different organizations in the country.
The initiative is based on Article 11 of the Commission's bylaws issued under Royal Decree number 57/2022, which authorizes the Commission to draft and oversee the implementation of a national human rights strategy in coordination with relevant stakeholders. Bringing together officials, legal experts, and representatives from over 55 government entities, private institutions, and civil society organizations, the workshop focuses on analyzing legal, procedural, and institutional frameworks across different rights sectors, identifying key challenges and opportunities, and setting measurable and achievable strategic goals for the short and long term.
So the focus is going to be getting everyone involved in terms of their involvement with regards to the human rights, whether it's health rights, education rights, children's rights, women's rights, or any other rights within the country. So the workshops are going to focus on getting everyone involved in any of their rights to sit together, discuss where we stand currently, where we want to be in the future, and how we can improve it and have specific indicators where people and individuals across the country and internationally can come and measure.
Participants were divided into 4 working groups, each addressing major categories of rights: civil and political rights, economic and social rights, environmental and cultural rights, and the right to participate in public life. A dedicated focus was also placed on priority groups, including women, children, the elderly, and persons with disabilities.
The Small and Medium Enterprises Development Authority held a panel discussion today focused on enhancing opportunities for small and medium enterprises in the energy and minerals sector. The session explored policies, regulations, and licensing for small and medium enterprises to help them develop innovative solutions, improve operational efficiency, and encourage public-private partnership. It also aimed to raise awareness of the importance of the energy and minerals sectors in supporting the national economy. This session was attended by His Excellency Engineer Salem bin Nasser Al-Aufi, Minister of Energy and Minerals, and Her Excellency Halima bint Rashid Al-Zar'i, Chairperson of the Small and Medium Enterprises Development Authority. The civil aviation sector has confirmed its readiness with all its components to provide a safe, smooth, and highly efficient travel experience for travelers to the Dhofar Governorate, coinciding with the Dhofar Kharif season 2025. The preparations include a significant expansion in air operations, as Oman Air will begin its intensive operations from the 1st of July, and the number of daily flights will reach 12 flights during peak season. As for Salam Air, it will begin some of its flights from the end of this June until the beginning of next September, and intensive operations will begin from the 10th of July. The number of its daily flights will reach 8 flights during the months of July and August. Salam Air will also operate direct flights between Sahar and Salalah airports, starting from the 15th of July at a rate of 1 flight per day. The total number of passengers traveling through the Sultanate of Oman's airports exceeded 4,700,000 by the end of last April. Muscat International Airport recorded 4,222,000 passengers during this period, and the number of flights reached 29,731. Data issued by the National Center for Statistics and Information indicated that Salalah Airport recorded a 6.8% increase in the number of passengers, exceeding 458,000 passengers. The Telecommunications Regulatory Authority has issued a bylaw regulating retail tariffs, price controls, for all licensees providing public telecommunications services in retail markets. The regulation includes several regulatory provisions, most notably general provisions relating to retail tariffs for telecommunications services, and specific provisions for tenders for commercial beneficiaries and government institutions. The new regulation aims to promote fair competition and ensure transparency in the retail telecommunications services market while preserving the rights and choices of beneficiaries. The Royal Opera House Muscat organized a blood donation campaign in collaboration with the Ministry of Health. The campaign saw strong participation from Opera House staff and visitors, aiming to support hospital blood banks and raise awareness about the importance of blood donation, particularly in emergency cases and surgical procedures. The initiative reflects the Royal Opera House Muscat's commitment to its social and health responsibility, promoting values of health and community solidarity. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here's a recap of our main headlines. His Majesty the Sultan, in 2 phone calls with the Turkish President and the German Chancellor, discusses latest developments related to Israeli aggression against the Islamic Republic of Iran and ways to de-escalate and reduce tensions. The foreign minister stresses on the importance of intensifying diplomatic and political pressure to halt the aggression and restore security and stability in the region. And Iran launches a new wave of missiles and drones targeting Tel Aviv, Haifa, and Tamra in Israel, with international calls for restraint and de-escalation. With that, we come to the end of tonight's bulletin. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.